Alright, hello, and welcome to the Shark Stream. It's me, it's Gage. Three, two, one, and now the ad break's over. It's me, it's Gage. It's Silent Hill F Friday. And I hope everyone's doing well on this fantastic Friday of ours. I'm feeling pretty good. So, I've recently, just within the last couple weeks, it's been a little bit, as you know, it's been a little bit difficult, getting streams going the last couple weeks, simply because I have been working later at my day job, because they've had us on mandatory overtime. That is thankfully coming to an end. Where, well, sort of. It's being dialed back a little bit. I have, like, this kink in my, like, neck right up by my jaw. Oh, God. Ah. Ugh. Anyways. So they are going to be dialing it back, starting with next week, where, rather than working 9-hour days every day of the week, it's only going to be on Monday and Tuesday. So Tuesday streams may still start a little bit late, but I should be able to get up and running. Maybe not necessarily sooner, but a little bit more reliably on the other days of the week. So that's pretty nice. Silent Hill stream number... Let's go. I think this is... Hold on. Let me... How many times have I played this fucking game so far? Like, this one in particular. I want to say this is number 11. Hello, Venom Lad. So... Metroid Prime 4 comes out next month. I'm excited. Are you excited? You should be. And you should be excited, even despite the doomerism surrounding... Okay, so some stuff came out today about Metroid Prime 4. Okay, how to put this? A bunch of gaming news outlets and got a hands-on look at the game, like the first couple hours of it, from what I understand. And one of the things that got pointed out is that there is a character that you come across in Metroid Prime 4 by name of Miles McKenzie. Very early game. And Mr. McKenzie is here to be kind of like a sort of a tutorial character. Basically, like, you find him, he's a little bit unsure of himself, a little bit of a bumbler, a little bit of a comic relief, and he's there to basically be like, hey, have you checked your map? Should we take a look at that thing over there? And basically just kind of like, basically for anybody who this might be like their first Metroid Prime game, which is entirely possible it could be. He's essentially there to be like, hey, here's the things that you should be paying attention to. Here's things that you should be aware of. Which, to certain people, based on the way that they reacted to it on social media, might as well be the fucking apocalypse. Listen, I'm not trying to say... I don't think that the complaints about the character are unfounded, by any means. And I don't want to be like, oh, it's not that bad, or oh, it's not going to be that bad. Because, like, if I try to make any sort of hard reads like that, there is the absolute possibility that karma will see fit to rain its fury down upon my head. And I don't want to, I'm not about that life. I'm not about having karma's fury rained down upon my head. But that being said, I feel like just like the doom posting about Metroid Prime 4 is just like, oh no, it's going to be bad. And then just like people crashing out over like this one character is maybe a little much. Like, I've seen the footage, I've heard the lines. It is, in some cases, a little bit like Marvel quippy, to be sure. I'm not going to deny that. I will admit, the moment with the giant robot that you find tangled up in like the roots and vines and branches of the tree, where he is like fawning over it, saying that like he gave it a name and everything, I thought that moment was kind of charming. I will freely admit. I liked that. That was a fun little bit. People need to chill the fuck out, basically. I would say so. Like, and, cause like, from what I understand, there are other people who played the exact same demo and came away with a very positive impression of the game. So, it's hard to say for sure. Like, it's one of those things, you're gonna need to, like, wait until it comes out, get it in your hands, watch somebody else play it, see what options are available to you, see how much of the game this actually takes up, etc., etc. And regardless, like, I'm getting it anyway. Like, I need to stress this. Like, I don't want to be like, you shouldn't criticize it because it's not going to, like, stop people from getting it. Because, like, people who are going to get Metroid Prime 4, people who've been waiting for Metroid Prime 4, like me, like, I mean, we're gonna get it. But, like, that's not, like, I'm not trying to, like, do just, like, a thought-terminating statement where it's just, like, all criticism is invalid because fans are gonna buy it regardless. Like, that's not, it's not the point. It is entirely possible that this was just potentially just a bad first impression. It's entirely possible that the greater game is going to be significantly better. Just kind of like in the big picture. The vertical slice we got may not be indicative of exactly what the entire game is going to be like. On the other hand, it absolutely could be. There are other NPCs. I thought it was very funny that two of them had lines about their families. One dude literally just like, I'm gonna get back to see my family, I'm retiring in 2 weeks. And it's just like, oh, buddy, you're not making out of this alive, are you? Or maybe he will. Who knows? We don't know yet. Game's not fucking out! I was very interested. I want to see the suits because that final suit from Dread, so fucking good. I am very interested in the suits as well. I've always been like a big fan of like suit designs in the Metroid series, just kind of like across the board. Especially the Prime series. I love the PED suit. I love the light suit. Oh my god, I'm a fucking Metroid Prime 2 Echoes dark suit enjoyer. And I mean that as sexually as possible. The amiibo functionality was something that I was quite interested in, honestly. Because the Silex amiibo was stated to have the functionality to make it easier to access an in-game cutscene. And oh boy, I want to know what that means. Because, like, my first thought is, okay, it reduces the requirements to get, like, the quote-unquote best ending. Back to school to prove to Shu I'm not a fool. Hello, Kale! welcome. We're talking Metroid Prime 4. And also listening to Chow Kindergarten. Oh man, I do need to get the amiibo of Samus on the bike because it said that it unlocks alternate skins for Viola, and I need to know what that means. I'm also curious to see if any of the other Metroid amiibo are going to have functionality with this game. Which of the Shelf kids would play the shit out of Chow Garden? Oh, Sakuko. Without a doubt. Like, I feel like that's not even... That's not even, like, a question. Hello, Lila. Lazu Lila. Lila 2, the sequel. Lila 2.0. Alright, me looking at the Samus bike amiibo, it should have been me. What, you wanted Samus riding you? Anyway. Exactly. Oh! We need to talk. This game got patched. This game got an update. Did I get that update? Hold on. I don't know how I can check for updates. Manage installation. No. Game got a patch, but Hinako still got a rip sleeve. But who doesn't want to get their bones broken in half by Space Bird Lady? I know what I said. No, I know what you said too. Okay. Venom, what would you prefer? Pre-Metroid DNA splicing or post-Metroid DNA splicing? Because I know what my choice would be. I have two answers for that. There's... Because my first answer for that is it don't matter. But my second answer is post-Metroid DNA splicing. Oh, good job, Gage. You have two answers to an A and B question. Both because it's freaking Samus Aran. I think... I feel like post-Metroid DNA splicing would make things a bit spicier. Anyway, what was I doing? Games and apps. Hold on. Is this updated? Do I need to update this? Or did it automatically update? I've had this fucking console on long enough over the last couple days. And Metroids are good at sucking. Wait, what? No, I'm excited for Prime 4. I think it's going to be good. I do think it's going to be good. Oh, you're going to take forever just to, like, actually do anything, huh? Oh, well. Well, let's go ahead. Can I pull up those patch notes? 1 second. I don't think... There's a couple things that I know are relevant to our poppuses. I really want someone to mod this game. Just give Hinako a buff as hell arm. Hinako need that fucking ripped ass Trogdor arm. I got so excited watching Metroid Prime 4 footage today that I went ahead and I'm just like, I need to make the thumbnail for Metroid Prime 4 now. There's an animation about this game that has ruined my brain, but I don't know how much of it is inferred spoilers and how much of it is shitposting. That's fair. I think between last stream and this one, I think we also got... Did we also get... I think we got the announcement of the release date for Fatal Frame 2? I forget if I talked about that earlier in the week already. You know what? I probably did. Because I think I also... Well, yeah, because that was the same day that I talked about, like, Tangle and Whimsper being in Sonic Crossroads. Here we go. Select your region, others, select your language, US English. Not the Queen's English, but the cool English. Oh god, do they have to call it the King's English now? Reject all cookies, because that's how I roll now. Okay, so they added a new action difficulty, casual. We won't be using it. There is now an optional skip feature for select sections of New Game Plus, which is something having to do with the mural puzzle. After completing Go Through the Door objective after solving the mural puzzle on New Game Plus, the game will display the option to skip. It will resume the scene where Hinako awakens at the corridor of the Dark Shrine for the second time with the Proceed objective if skipped. I don't know what specifically that's referring to. It's cool because you hate the mural puzzle. Well, no, I still got to do the mural puzzle. Skip features not impact branching paths or endings. They did add a motion blur option to the graphics menu. Get that shit out of here. I hate motion blur. Jacket toggle. Let's see. Hinako's stamina replenishes slightly faster. Sorry, my kids are watching. Unskippable combat encounters are reduced across multiple sections. Boop. You can't say that. My posture's not that bad. But yeah, less combat encounters that we're forced to complete, thankfully. Fewer enemies placed across multiple sections. Hinako's line when an enemy is defeated plays at a slightly later time, which I didn't even register. Like, yeah, it is a little weird that, like, you hit the enemy for the last time and she immediately says, "Is it dead?" Like, yeah, she just knows these things implicitly. It is a little bit nicer diegetically that she would wait a little bit before saying, "Is it dead?" Hinako takes slightly less damage on the hard action difficulty. And then there's a bunch of bug fixes. I think there's something about fixed bug where some notes from Sakuko's diary could not be obtained in New Game Plus, etc., so on and so forth. But yeah, so that's what we got. Oh, man. Okay. You heard it here, folks, first. I am a confirmed motion blur hater. Get that shit out of my videos game. The answer in the Shark stream is always yes. I wasn't super concerned about what system I was going to play Metroid Prime 4 on. By the way, who's ready for a Betty Boop horror movie? That's right, she is public domain now, isn't she? Good for her. Good for her. Oh, this is actually something that's kind of cool. The copyright for Roger Rabbit was reverted back to his original author. Little fun fact for you. or the rights, I should say, the rights to Roger Rabbit reverted back to his original author, which I think is super neat. He's already talking about how he's got like plans to do stuff like with the characters, which I think is cool. I didn't realize why I switched weapons. Roger Rabbit for Kingdom Hearts 4. I do think so. This is one of those things where like the discussion around copyright is like gets a bit weird. Boo gets scared. So Disney is obviously still going to own the rights to the film version of those characters. Right? Time to reintroduce. I didn't realize until because that guy, he like, I forget what it was. I think he made like a blog post.
The box won't open.
Regarding the update. The vice principal is so paranoid about his keys. We already read that. We know what that's about. We know it's out in the flowers. Guy made a blog post about the whole shebang. And something that I was interested to find out. So Disney has like a Toontown section. I want to say at Disney World. Or like they used to, and it's being updated, but they're like keeping some of the characters in some of the areas. I don't know the specifics of it. But unfortunately, they're trying to be as kid-friendly as possible. They put Jessica Rabbit in like a private detective trench coat. Which, I mean, let's be real, she rocks the ensemble. It feels so weird. It feels weird to say. It feels so weird to see Jessica Rabbit as covered up as she is in her Toontown statue. Like, bro, what are you doing? And it only made her hotter. Like I said, she rocks it. Don't get me wrong. She looks good in the ensemble, but like, what are we doing here? It's Jessica fucking Rabbit. I don't remember what any of these are offhand, I'm gonna be honest. We're gonna need to figure this out. One of them is SOS. One of them I remember is SOS, please someone help me. It's not healthy for me to feel this. Why? Oh, you are making this hard. What's up, kid? They want to cover up Jessica, but let Mickey run around in this racist design. I see the spirit of Walt persist. Oh, God, that was another thing I learned relatively recently.
Everything about free will is precious and timeless to us. It's what shaped you into who you are. Special memories. This is a special place. Partner.
Weird. Oh, weird with a voice overlaid. Very strange. Like, I don't want to, like, imply that the only reason that, like, any sort of, like, classic cartoon characters, original design is kept around is specifically to keep the spirit of, like,
The locker room
minstrel shows alive.
takes me back
But,
to
like,
my track and field days.
Yeah, it's wild to think that, like, that was the fucking inspiration there. But also not surprising in the slightest. Oh, fuck!
Is it dead?
That did feel a little bit better in terms of, like...
Nothing.
Maybe it's this one. There we go. Fuck yeah. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm sure that isn't the intent, and most didn't even know it was part of their design until some nerd dug it up. But at this point, I don't feel it matters too much, since again, most wouldn't know care otherwise. True.
Is this some sort of offering?
It is interesting to consider, like, the history of this sort of these sort of things. Like, it's one of the okay. It's one of those things where it's just like, now that we have this information, what are we supposed to do with it? I don't feel like the fucking world isn't going to go crusading against Mickey Mouse because we've been like educated on the fact that just like, hey, here's where the design comes from. Here's why all of these cartoon characters wear gloves. Like, it's one of those things which is like, this is something that like already happened. Like, it sucks, but like right now it's just like, what are we going to do right now about it? It's interesting to know about. Mickey is beyond mortal comprehension. Isn't there some kind of... What's that fucking... Oh, God. There is, like, a cosmic horror Steamboat Willie game coming out, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember what the name of it was. But I remember seeing him just like, oh, fucked up. Cool. Fucked up and cool. Fucked up and sick with it. Alright, where's the big boy? I know he's around here somewhere. I've got another one of those Lando Norris flavored Monster Energy drinks today. This is pretty good. I haven't had a chance to get a hot dog yet. I want to. I also need to stop by Sonic Burger at some point, because I've got, like, a deal for, like, one of those pretzel smash burgers, like, half off, I think. And it's just like, I fucking take that to the fucking bank. What's up? I'm very excited. I've got a couple fun new bits of character art. Whoa. I don't remember this. I've got a couple new bits of Fursona art in the pipeline. She is soon. Is that meant to be shown on stage? By the way, Gage, success. Yesterday marked the day I survived yet another year on this hellhole. Oh, it's your birthday! Happy birthday! I didn't realize. Everybody having birthdays recently. Nobody better have a birthday around my birthday. Y'all gotta pay attention to me on that day. That's my day. If anybody has a birthday on my birthday, no you didn't. I'm sorry. I don't mean that. I can drop some of these bandages. I've got 3 stacks of bandages. It's fine. I just did that, but I think there might actually be a save point out here somewhere. Where is the big fucker? As Zilla refers to him, gutter shy. I know he's supposed to be out here. Hello. Ah, get that away from me. Huh, what? There you are, you fucking piece of shit.
Go away.
Nighty night. Ah, God, fuck. Oh, okay. I see. I'm in trouble. Got it. I'm under fucking siege. Hold on. Good talk, everybody. My favorite bit in these playthroughs is Gage forgetting how this section works. Listen. It's fine. What's important is that I'm the best at video games, and I do it perfectly, all the time. Ah, the fucked up room. Let's head on in. This is an ammo? Nope, antique comb. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. Oh, I have an extra slot, right. Hold on. Oh, right. The entire reason I opened this. Hold on, can I back out of here real quick? I thought there was supposed to be, like, a save point out here, but I guess not. I don't want to run all the way back, but I don't want to drop anything that I've got. I don't know if I'll be able to come back in here. I'll drop the Higashi. Happy birthday, Venom. I'm listening through the car Bluetooth. Hello, Lila. Hinako, Kimie, Kanta, Sachie, Sakuko, Rinko, Shu, Kotoyuki. Bro, what are you doing up there? To the revered fox, my ancestor, I thank you for your divine revelation. Your will shall be done. Oh. Hinako, disappeared. Kimie, cancer. Kanta, heart disease. Sachie, cancer. Sakuko, heart attack. Renko, burned to death. Shu, suffocation. Kotayuki, wishes will come true! So, if Kotayuki's ancestor is the fox, then if he got a divine... Is this the divine revelation? Oh. I don't think there's anything else in here. Kotoyuki, wishes will come true. Ominous. Ugh. Crack on my back. The chair's back. The chair's turned around. Okay. Well, anyway. I have new chips. Okay, so these are Lay's potato chips. These are grilled pork flavor. 1 second. Ooh, that does smell good. And these are wavy Lays, too. That's pretty good. I feel like a lot of these flavors, I feel like, are a lot more subtle than, like, I'm used to in terms of, like, how chip flavors are usually presented to the class. I feel like usually chip flavors tend to be pretty intense, as opposed to being I feel like chip flavors tend to be pretty intense. Or maybe that's just like the kind of chips I enjoy. That just made me want chicharrones real bad. Real bad. We have another one. Oh. God, Natalie asked me if I... Well, Natalie asked me... I think she was just trying to remember, like, the sort of, like, food... I think she was just trying to remember the sort of food that, like, people in the house enjoy. But she asked me the other day if I like tamales. And now I've just been thinking about that for, like, a full 24 hours. Just like, fuck. I could fuck with some tamales right now. Oh. Nice. I don't have any Emma to upgrade anything with, unfortunately. Oh, those got a good crunch to them. I wonder what Shu and Rinko are up to. Nothing, apparently. Damn, alright. Oh, I should actually switch to something else for a little bit. My old classroom. Fuck.
What's that?
Oh god, this fucking puzzle. It's okay. I've done this, what, twice before? Shu sat here, still the best partner, right? I sat here, and behind me was Rinko. She used to give me the right answers. Unopened envelope. I do wonder. We pointed out previously that these envelopes that are basically Rinko's like weird roundabout way of confessing to Shu went unopened. Now, did they go unopened because Shu never actually ended up like going along with like Rinko presenting this to him? Or did they go unopened because Rinko was never able to like work up the courage to do it? All right.
Nothing.
It can be both. Ooh. Egg pant. Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep. Yep. Nope. 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 There's beautifully blooming Sakura. I remember this is the one that gave me trouble. There we go. I'll be waiting to hear what you think about me, and you will keep waiting. Oh. That's delightful. What is that? Like a dead bird. Huh. I'm assuming this is Shu and Rinko. This might be Sakuko. This is probably Hinako.
So this is where you are. I wondered where you had gone.
Junko. Where?
Did you have fun playing with your friends? You need to start getting ready. It's time to say your goodbyes.
Junko.
You're going to kill them with your own hands. You can do it. Isn't that why you're here?
What are you?
Now that's interesting. Because if I recall correctly, Junko was telling the Dark Shrine Hinako to kill us. So I'm wondering if perhaps it is, because if we assume that the Hinakos that we play as are two distinct separate Hinakos, which the game seems to be saying explicitly, with one of them almost, I would say, like being like a tulpa designed to like go along with like the desires of the people that she meets up with. Seemingly, I'm not saying that with 100% certainty. It seems like it might be that way. And the Dark Shrine Hinako being the quote-unquote true Hinako. It's entirely possible that maybe Junko isn't talking to us there, especially because, like, the flowers and, like, everything starts encroaching in here. What if, like, somehow the other Hinako is in this environment also, and that's who Junko was talking to?
It's already made it this far.
This is all just speculation. Abo. Antique comb. Another one. This is all just a theory. But that's just a guess. Maybe the sisters were the brain troopers we had along the way. Whoa. Old Annex main gate key. We gotta find so many goddamn keys in this game. And in this level in particular. Oh shit. Oh, that one's gonna attack us. Hold up. No, you know what? I'm not waiting. Whoa. Fuck you.
Is it dead?
Anyway. I hate this school. This is exactly the kind of PT bullshit I hate. I love it. It's so good. It's so good. Get in there, girl. Investigato. Jesus Christ. I have a message on Discord. 1 second. Liar, 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 liar. I feel like it's probably written on there a little bit more than 6 times. Arare. Hello. TT is the most disgusting person I've ever met. I wish someone would destroy her locker. If anyone wants to make her wish come true, her locker combination is 377. Titty. Sorry. She ain't calling you a truther. True. I mean, it isn't, but you know. Oh shit, getting mad fucked. Yeah, let's see. I went right past the number 7. Here we go. Dried carcass. It's full of shoes and meat. Cool. Very nice. Ramune. Right. I have a couple things that I actually want to drop off at the shrine at the back of the school. Hold on. I wonder where I'm supposed to offer up the brooch. Because that was one of the conditions for the true ending. Oh. I thought it would just be like at any other shrine. But I haven't seen it as an option. We'll caution you that offering up the brooch will lock you out of achievements. Oh, believe me, I'm not doing it yet. I'm just wondering where I do it. Ideally so that I can make sure that I avoid doing it. Because I'm trying to do all of the endings. So if you give me like a general idea of whereabouts in the story it happens, I can make sure that I'm prepared to not do it on this run. And when you say lock me out of achievements, you mean lock me out of achievements on this specific playthrough, right? Or just like in general, because that would be kind of fucked up. It would be kind of fucked up if the game made it so that there are just achievements I cannot get. Because I decided to be like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and just go for the true ending. I remember if you get the brooch back. I'm sure you can. Maybe you just need to play the game again. Who can say? Which wouldn't lock you completely out of achievements, but you'd have to start from scratch. Yeah, true. That might make the UFO ending weird, but we'll figure it out. Bus.
Coded message. Talk about childish.
Secret box. Na, 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 na. I can't believe. Oh, hold up. There is something there is one of these notes I'm missing. I don't know specifically where it is, though. I want to say it's like somewhere along the wall. Like it might be right here. Yep. Oh. Alright. God, these chips are really good. I should get more of these. What is this again? Grilled pork flavor. Of the chips that I've eaten that I got from this store, I think these might be some of my favorites. I'm gonna be real. Probably not going to do accidentally. I'm sure there's also like a message of like confirmation before you do anything like that. Is it the shrine? The shrine with the big tree? I'm assuming it's the shrine with the big tree. It's a Jinzo statue. Oh. The Jinzo statue with the big tree? Probably not the big tree. Alright, hold on. When's you get? U is 6, that's right. I forgot. Mine now. I think that was all of them. Huh? Oh, yeah, no. We're not doing this. I'm sorry. Fuck. Okay, maybe we are doing this. Whoa! Ow. Rude. Hey, oh, for fuck's sake. You know what? Fine. We'll just do this the old-fashioned way. Jerk.
I'm going to be in trouble. Finally found it.
Key to the back mountains. Let's fucking go!
Hey, since it's just the two of us, let's play our own version of Space Force. If you want.
I could be your partner. Or maybe some kind of femme fatale. Got it. Found the key.
Welcome back. Sorry for the trouble. Your turn, partner. We've rested enough.
Sit down. Shu and I can stay up and keep watch over you.
No, I'm all right.
Hinako, get some rest. We'll stand guard while you're sleeping.
Nighty night, Hinako.
So there's something about this. So just because of what ends up happening, it's actually pretty clear that Rinko did convince Shu to abandon her. Because I feel like otherwise...
You like that sort of thing, don't you?
he would have just stayed. Anyways, it's time to kill our friends. I think that's this one. It might not be this one. That might be the next one. No, I think it is this one.
You saved my life and laid claim to my soul. In turn, I shall save your soul by claiming the life of your own self.
Hey, dog. Get it? Because you're the fox. And foxes are dogs because they're fluffy.
Do not push yourself. You need rest.
Jesus, what happened while I was asleep?
It was agonizing. But you were strong. You have persevered, Hinako.
Thanks, man.
Now, onward we go.
Onward and upward. I've always really liked the idea of a game whose like very nature changes on like repeat playthroughs or like on alternate difficulties. So I will say that while okay, cool. Nice three stream. Good job. 3 streams. Cool. While we have committed a lot of time to this game and are going to be committing a lot more time to this game, this is, in fact, exactly my shit. Make no mistake.
It's a beautiful arm. Even the blood is alluring.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Oh, he closed the fucking door on me. God damn it. Bro, come on, dude. We usually go to the left the first time, so I thought it would be nice to go to the right and do Sakuko's section first this time around.
This is Sakuko's.
And by nice, I mean terrifying. Yeah, we go left because fucking Rinko. Well, no, we go left because, like, just by my nature as living in America, my thought is like left to right, obviously, you know, as opposed to right to left, like the mangas, as their fucking messages on the back page keep reminding me. One of the funniest fucking jokes in any volume of Scott Pilgrim is that if you start reading it from the back page, it has one of those like messages about how like, whoa, partner, you're on the last page. Scott Pilgrim is read left to right. I'm just like, that's the funniest fucking thing. I love that they did that. I could have sworn I had something to offer up. I guess maybe I didn't. Maybe I already offered it up. I don't know. Ow. Bitch. Ow. Bitch.
Die.
Right, I can't absorb their energy in this one whenever they're under these mysterious blue lights. I feel like last time we did this... I feel like last time we did this, we actually had to, if I recall correctly, we had to, like, stop midway through this one. Because, like, we had gotten to the point where it's just like, alright, time to end a stream. But, like, now, we got into this pretty early. By which I mean an hour in. So we could probably finish this sequence. Twyforce. But it's wed. Ganondorf. Age of Impediment. So if you recall my story the other day about friend of the stream Audrey needing very specific reference material, I did end up asking them, hey, what did you need visual reference of Fox and Falco making out for? What Zelda characters are you mashing together? And they did let me know that it's a pair of characters from Age of Imprisonment. To which I then asked, are you making them kiss because of their voice actors? Because I know my friend Audrey. And they said yes. Well, no, they said a little bit, is what they said. Ah, fuck. Ah, fuck. Bro, what? Come on. That's some bullshit. Alright, Soul Cycle. Here we go. Also someone who follows Audrey. Greetings, fellow Audrey friend. I should actually probably save my game. I did all of those fucking, like, enshrinements. I didn't save my game during any of them. I'm insane. I'm crazy for that. You did the entire school without saving again. I sure did. It's fine. The game has autosaves, so it's okay. Oh. What if I were to purchase fast food and disguise it as my own cooking? You can't talk to generate shit with your friends. Are you really friends? True! truth and real. Yeah, hold on. Real friends repost horny shit on main so their friends will like it and repost. True, also. Additional true. Troll. Okay, hold on. Did I lock myself in here? I did lock myself in here. Hold on. Okay, so Gleam is open now. Oh, wait. I do have something to enshrine, though. Because I got this bitch. Yeah, alright. Greatly decreases stamina consumed by dodging, but you are unable to continuously dodge. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, you're so faithful. I know. They call me the faithfulest bitch to ever do it.
Promise to each other that we'd be together forever.
Rabbits. Sakuko loved rabbits.
Only has rabbits as her friends.
Pages from an observation log. Hey, Mr. Rabbit, guess what? I heard Hinako's gonna go somewhere far, far away and she might never ever come back. I'm so alone and sad. No, no frowns allowed. It's a good thing. I gotta smile as I say goodbye to Hinako. I'm gonna show Hinako my biggest, whitest grin and tell her how happy I am for her.
She should live with them in their little rabbit house.
So, this is actually something, a lot of these were actually bugged that they didn't show up during this sequence. Hey, Mr. Rabbit, guess what? I've decided today I'm giving you a new name. The handwriting here is erratic as if the writer has overcome with emotion. Your new name is Hinako. Got it? Hinako. Don't you think it's super cute? It's the same name as that awful, horrible, mean, cruel Hinako who left me all by myself and went far, far away. I hate her. I know why she threw me away. It's because I'm dark and sad and mean. Dang it. I forgot the stuff I needed to cut off. I needed to cut off Hinako's arms and legs. Oh well, I'll just cut her into tiny pieces tomorrow? Jesus Christ! Girl? Kill the rabbit, kill the Killed a rabbit. Killed a rabbit. Once again, reminding the stream this sequence is a ton of Kotayuki manipulating you. Maybe. Perhaps. Make it easier to let go. Potentially. Da 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 da. Bam 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 bam. Fuck. Bam 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 da 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 da. Oh, I won. Okay, cool. Zip. Sadko, what the fuck? Sakuko, what the fuck? Kuzuchi. What the fuck? Girl, the hell? Really does go with anything. It does. Yeah, oh. Hey girl, hey.
Hinako, you came for me.
Yeah, hey, what was that shit with the rabbit?
Please get me out of here.
Hey, we need to talk about that rabbit. Where'd this one go again? There we go. Oh, a little of this, a little of that.
No, I don't want to be alone.
You want to tell me about that fucking rabbit?
Hinako, help me! Help me! Don't leave me!
I don't want to be alone. Wait, please don't go! We promised to stick together, you traitor!
One of the big things is that it's still not super clear exactly how much say Hinako had in the whole marriage deal, right? Like, there seems to be implications that we're talking about, like, an arranged marriage that was going to bring her father out of debt, or possibly that there was an arranged marriage and she fucked it up by running off with somebody else. Potentially. It's not super obvious right now. So the idea of Sakako being like, you traitor, I can't believe you do this to me, is kind of like... It is this idea of, like, Sakako misattributing blame, which is incredibly unfair of her. If Hinako chose to run away from the arranged marriage. It's also a bit gay, but that's neither here nor there. If Hinako chose to run away from the arranged marriage, then we also need to consider the fact that there... Again, it's still extenuating circumstances. Like, it's the idea of, like, she did not... The option of just staying where she was may not have been something that she could have, like, gone with, you know? If the arranged marriage is still in town, oh, what, like, it's passing through, like, the circus? No, I'm kidding. If the arranged marriage is still in town versus running away and leaving Sakako alone. Well, again, if she views the idea of, like, the arranged marriage and ending up like her parents as good as death, like, we're talking about, like, a metaphorical death, a condemnation of her soul versus choosing something that she really, like, staying in town near your friends, one of which hates you, one of which is maybe a little possessive of you, and one of which, based on what we're seeing here, might be lording a childhood promise over your head. And effectively being just like effectively being the living dead versus leaving town and being able to live the way that you want to live. It's, again, I feel like there's still a lot of context we don't have, you know? Like, we've made a lot of, like, reads and assumptions about kind of, like, what's going on here. And they haven't every single time been entirely correct. So I don't know. I can't imagine, like, what we could see that would confirm whether this is all, like, a legitimate read of, like, who Rinko and Sakuko are versus how much of it might be us being gaslit to isolate us from our, like, social circles. Hey, girl, hey.
Inako, you look even more beautiful today.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway. Let's get started dropping this bitch in the soup. What's open right now? Oh, they open red. Bitch, shut the fuck up, your fake ass face. Rinko soup! Rinko soup! Rinko soup! It's fine, it's enrichment for her. Well, it's enrichment for the soup. Fuck. Well. Does that make us horrible? No, fuck Ringo. Soup needed a little salt. Got him. Listen, Ringo sucks. Oh, fuck.
Die.
Slorp. Our Spartan Rage is available. And what we got here? Yeah, Higashi. Yeah, dried carcass. Drop a bandage for that, sure. Dolls. Cool room, man. I don't like it. It's a first aid kit. Is it enriching the soup if we toss in a bad apple? Well, a bad what? Anyway. Yeah, I was in trouble with the words today. I mean, that one ended up fine. Soup sucks. For a second, I thought you were stuck in a loop. Nope, not yet.
Stuffed animals. Fashion magazines.
Winko's womb. Wait. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna fucking dump chips in my mouth. One moment. Interesting. I think this is different. How arrogant I've been. I realize now that the hatred and envy I felt towards Hinako for having a boy who loved her far outweighed my own love for Shu. I really am stupid, aren't I? Hinako always said that she and Shu weren't dating, and yet I wasted such a valuable opportunity. I could have asked her so much about him. What does Shu like? What does Shu care about? What does Shu think about me? I could have asked her all of this, but I didn't. Instead, I stewed in my own jealousy like an idiot. That is a remarkable degree of self-reflection. It's gotta be fake. No way this is real. But also, yeah, girl, you fucked up. Now, let's see how different that looks under when we look at it in a different light. Oh, so it was over here. Oh, is it not over here? Ooh. Renko's secret journal. I'm in love with you, Shu. I've loved you from the first moment I saw you, from the first moment our eyes met, from the first moment we spoke. I've loved you all this time. The handwriting here, it reflects the writer's terrifying instability. I love you. I'll do anything for you. I'm yours, body and soul. Do you want my liver? My kidneys? My still beating heart? I'll crack open my ribs and pull it out for you if that's what you want. I want to slurp down your intestines, to feel them slide across my tongue. I want to cut off the top of our heads and mash our brains together. I'll turn them into a nice soup. Then I'll drink that soup. I'll feed it to you mouth to mouth. Next, we can chew up our tongues and feed them to one another. I don't have the slightest idea what the rest says. Soup mention! We did it. We got there. We got the soup. Jesus fucking Christ. Whoa. Holy shit, Rinka. Let the bodies hit the floor. Oh. Ringo's a pretty good artist.
Found it.
Girl, if you had just, like, redirected your goddamn energies, you could have been like that chick from Nichijou. Oh, fuck me, actually. Goodbye. Regrettably, we are at soup. Oh! Slurp it on up. Good chunk.
You were out in dreamland. But I helped you countless times.
Aye, that you did. Alright, let's see. What's on right now? We got red and green. Yeah, alright.
Must be great to be you, Hinako. You've got it all.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I'm pretty cool. It's true. I'm pretty sick with it. I'm pretty cracked. Ah! Bitch! Rude to hell. Alright. We got anything good around here? Inari Sushi! I realize that I've actually had Inari Sushi before, and I actually do enjoy it. Used that last stream. Did I? Or didn't I? What is Inari Sushi? It's like in its most basic form, it's like sushi rice inside like a fried tofu wrap. Marinated fried tofu, yeah. Generally, the inari sushi that I end up having tends to be like pretty sweet in flavor, which is nice, honestly. Eep. Oh, don't do it. Sweet / salty. Dried caucus. Dried cock. Bust this shit wide open. Okay.
School. It all seems like ages ago.
Fox origami. The handwriting suggested that this was written in a fit of rage. All I wanted was to be by Shu's side, but you just kept getting in my way. Why are you always right there? You were seriously like a fly buzzing around Shu nonstop. You were such a nuisance. I wanted to strangle you, so be glad I didn't end up murdering you. Even if I killed you 100 times, that still wouldn't be enough to express how much I despise you. Looking back on it now, I think I hated myself so much for being a coward that I just used you as an excuse. I won't do that anymore. From now on, I won't blame others for why I'm miserable. I'll take my happiness into my own hands. The handwriting's back to normal. If your cock is dry, please see your doctor. Parents are currently annoying to make from hand, but you can make it in a can. How dare you? Jesus. You just need a good cock moisturizer. What am I fucking saying? Class observation log. Comments from the teacher. Thank you for always fulfilling your duties as class president. You do a great job looking after and supporting your classmates. I've also heard you're taking the initiative to give advice to underclassmen as well. It's a wonderful thing that you're so dedicated to your role as class president. However, I believe it would be beneficial if you interacted with them not only as the class president, but as a classmate as well. Instead of solely teaching and supporting them, try treating them as equals. In doing so, I hope you can open up more to have your classmates get to know the real you.
Lunch. Recess. Friends.
I feel like what we're getting at here seems to be that I'm getting the sense that Rinko was so obsessed with, like, looking good in the eyes of others that she... Because, like, she's talking about how, like, oh, I never took the chance to, like, really know who Shu was, or just, like, I hated you so much because you had someone who liked you. But I'm also getting the sense that maybe Rinko doesn't actually know who she is herself, you know? Fucking Rinko. Fucking Rinko, pitiable. Okay. Oh, here we go. Rinko's diary. I'm sure the teachers have seen right through me. They know the truth, that I am friendless in the truest sense of the word. I think I've been doing it unconsciously all this time, looking for someone I can say that I'm helping, but I'm really just looking down on. Hinako and Sakuko and Shu have never stopped calling me their friend, but I don't think I ever earned that. I'm learning so much. She is so tragic. Fucking Rinko, though. I'm just gonna take this. Oh. I'm in trouble. Bye. I mean, she's still a bitch.
It's so good to finally be rid of the burden that is you.
Like, the implication that we seem to be starting to get is that she's mainly lashing out at Hinako because she doesn't feel like she's...
Why you? Why did you get it all?
the sense seems to be she's lashing out at Hinako because she has begun to realize that she's spent all this time trying to build herself up, that she hasn't actually, like, tried to earn friendship naturally. Something which apparently would seem to come naturally to Hinako, having friends that are as close to her as Sakuko and Shu. Don't forget she spent so much time being jealous of Hinako. Yeah, exactly. So she looks at Hinako being able to just kind of like be herself, know who she is, know who her friends are, and then she looks at herself having like built herself up as to try and feel superior to others. And she's realizing that in her quest to feel like she is the best of everyone that she knows, she realizes that she has instead left herself just like incredibly lonely. And because of that, she's lashing out at Hinako because Hinako seems to be doing it effortlessly. Yeah, exactly. She's done a lot of work to reach a high social standing, and yet she doesn't have what Hinako has. Damn, sucks to Sakuriko. Lashing out, but also she realizes she's lashing out. I think what we also need to try and remember is that we're really not 100% certain what the timeline of a lot of this stuff is. Because we've found a lot of documents and stuff like that that would appear to suggest that a lot of what's been happening has taken place after Rinko has already left and for whatever like marriage that she ends up in. Rinko's treatment of Hinako in the Ebisugaoka sequences might be like we talked about this back when we thought that like when she was talking about how Hinako was dead, that she meant that literally as opposed to like metaphorically. That perhaps like the reason that she is acting like this towards Hinako in the Ebisugaoka sections is because she recognizes that this isn't the real Hinako. And now that we know a little bit more about the nature of the two Hinakos between the Dark Shrine and Ebisugaoka, we might be looping back on that being the case. With her recognizing this isn't Hinako, this is something else, and that's terrifying. And it's kind of her trying to like take matters into her own hands, but she is also recognizing she's too much of a coward to face this head on. So it seems like she's trying to kind of get Shu to come around to kind of what's going on, and he is also showing a bit of cowardice because this is essentially the Hinako that he has always wanted. Don't forget also Signal storytelling rules, so in a specific order doesn't matter as much as it makes enough sense. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. There's a lot going on here, I think is kind of what I'm getting at. And the specific like sequence here is not super clear. And I'm not 100% certain if it will necessarily ever be super clear.
I have to work so much harder for everything. I actually tried!
Like, if we assume that this is not Kotoyuki trying to manipulate Hinako, Like, is this Rinko trying to convince us and lashing out at us, or is this her trying to convince herself that she's actually trying? Hell, we're actually talking about Rinko in a light that's more than fuck Rinko. We might still loop back. Listen, we've kind of bounced back and forth between, like, interpretations of what's going on. There's the definite chance that we could eventually loop back around to fucking Rinko. Let's see how the candy store goes. Because remember, last time we went to the candy store, it kind of revealed a bit of that stuff that, like, Rinko was doing where she was building herself up in the eyes of her peers. In order to feel superior, which is like, yes, I'm buying candy for all the unwashed urchins.
This is Chizuya. No. I have to let go. I need to move on.
So let's see if we can't find anything new. It might give us additional insights into Rinko's mind. Potentially. If this isn't all bullshit. The fact that it's starting to paint the characters in opposite lights, where we're starting to get stuff that paints Sakuko in a more negative light and Rinko in a more positive light, would imply to me that maybe there is a bit of legitimacy to what's going on here. But also, I'm still not convinced the messy evil writing is 100% their true feelings or if it's bullshit. Letter from Rinko to Hinako. When I think about it, I guess my family was pretty well off. I always got tons of allowance. The candy store was where I could demonstrate just how much better than I was than you all. Getting caught up in that feeling of superiority when I bought some sweets for a poor kid was the start of everything going wrong. The start of my hideous transformation into someone who looks down on and berates others. When everyone is beneath you, there's no longer anyone to talk to as an equal. I stopped being able to confide and open up to people. In a way, I even stopped being able to argue with anyone properly. So that's why I'm grateful that you argued with me, even on a day like today. Today was the first time in my life that I felt like you accepted me as your friend. You can't even imagine how happy that made me. So Hinako, from the bottom of my heart, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Like, I'm coming around on Rinko a little bit. Because, like, we've been watching kind of in real time over the course of all these goddamn playthroughs. Just sort of like this one-dimensional sort of like green-eyed monster burning with an intense inner flame of jealousy to it not just being directed just at Hinako, but to everyone. The sense of superiority she feels up to this point of it being like, hey, she kind of realized that she sucks. And she's been so caught up in these feelings of this, like, just complex, just, like, twisting around in her head, that she realized she's never made a genuine attempt to be friends with anyone. Glad you pushed back against me because I'm having some introspection now. Like, goddamn, fucking Rinko! In the normal writings, their actual diaries, in the messy writing, is persona shadow type of, you know. Maybe. Let's see what happens when we view the scene in a different light. Okay. Oh, fuck me! No, actually, you know what?
I'm grateful. This arm has been given.
Anyway. Here we go. Rinko's diary. I've always looked down on... Oh! Fires of jealousy. Obtained all the following documents. Rinko's diary. Okay. I've always looked down on Hinako and Sakuko. That's why I've never been able to expose my weaknesses to them. How am I supposed to share the depths of my heart with mere insects? Maybe if I had treated them as equals, I could have actually told Hinako the truth about my feelings. Or his feelings. Maybe we could have actually fought, really truly fought, then I wouldn't have to feel the way I do now. Tomorrow is Hinako's oh-so-special day. But you know what? Maybe I'll give in. Maybe I'll tell her how much I actually hate her. The handwriting here turns into a disturbing scrawl. You lied to me. You betrayed Shu. I will destroy you. I'm going to beat you bloody, then tear you limb from limb. Why don't you just do everyone a favor and just... I can't make out what the rest says. Fucking Rinko. Nice. Train going by. Nice. I think it's in this one, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. Give me that thing.
And now, Rinko and I can go our separate ways.
Someday love will find you. Break those chains that bind you. You know I still love you. Running back separate ways. Rinko soup. Rinko soup. Rinko soup. Rinko soup.
Just for once, think about how he feels.
Can I get a Rinko soup in chat?
You're a traitor. You played with his heart.
Soup hell now.
Get on your knees and beg for forgiveness. Can't you hear me? Why don't you say something?
Soup, 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 soup. Soup. Hot soup fresh off the stove. Well, to be fair, it's staying right on the stove. The soup is the stove, because it's lava. The tri-scale emblem key. What? What? Ah! Soup, 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 soup. Cal, thank you for the $3.33 donation. Okay, I think I've got a kudzu tea to drop off, yeah. It's the soup tax. True soup. Someday love will find you. Break those chains that bind you. I think I like Separate Ways just a little bit more than Don't Stop Believing. And not just because it was in Tron. Maybe a little bit because it was in Tron. Bleh. Oh, right.
Hey, Parker. Guess this is the last time I get to call you that. Huh?
I feel like we don't really have a good opportunity to really learn about Shu and his relationship toward Rinko, or toward Hinako during this, any more than we like normally would.
I
worked my butt off on that kanji test so I could get this. Remember?
No, not in the slightest.
That's weird. Where did it go? Oh, not a big deal. That's just what it means to forget. You really struggled to keep your first plant alive.
Return what is lost.
My most prized possession. I wouldn't let
Shoo, I'm
anyone
sorry,
other
I just
than
had some
you
amazing soup,
touch
so
it.
I'm barely paying attention right now.
I had a truckload of these notebooks. I filled up my entire closet.
You ever eat something so good that just, like, you're kind of just dead to the world for a little bit? Because you're just kind of, like, basking in how good that food was? I get like that every time I go to a Brazilian steakhouse. Hello! Sheet of fine paper. Carry not any memory of what has come to pass beyond this point. Lay all bare upon the pedestal first. The door shall not open to those who harbor regret in their hearts. Went to a Brazilian steakhouse for my birthday. You sure did! Except it was way more expensive than I remember. Yeah, that kind of ends up happening. Something Natalie and I have been doing a lot is that we've been actually, like, ordering that for delivery, because I think just, like... Because we get Fogo. We get Fogo de Chao. And it tends to have, like... I want to say, like, flat rate food. Or, like, flat rate specials and stuff like that when you order delivery. I wonder, there's got to be some sort of significance to, like, oh, these are, like, all happy memories, like, they studied for the kanji test, like, they're bonding over, like, her attempts to keep a plant alive, stuff about, like, space wars, etc., etc., and then, like, the two memories that we end up, like, tracking down are, like, a little bit more negative.
I need to know what your final decision is.
Like, remembering, like, because it seems like Hinako has the most sort of, like, happy associations with Shu specifically. So it seems like the idea of, like, letting go in this case is remembering that just, like, it wasn't all good. Like, when they first knew each other, like, I wouldn't say, like, he hated her. But, like, they definitely haven't always been, like, on the best terms. Fucked up. Yeah. Piece of shit. Soul Siphon. He's getting his soul sucked. He's about to have his soul sucked. Whee! Oh. Ooh. Nothing. Drawing of a young Shimizu Hinako. Even if it was drawn by an elementary school student, it's still too bad. This is definitely drawn on purpose. There are all kinds of curses written on it, such as stupid, disgusting, etc. Damn, Shu. Fucked up. Can't believe Shu would do this to me. Like, no, I can't believe that. I have no idea what I want to do for my birthday, honestly. I haven't really figured it out. Open Steam and the Rivals update reminded me I'm about to suffer. I'm about to make a name for myself jokes until the end of the year. Play a bunch of videos game? Yeah, probably not too much. My birthday's on a Monday this year, so I'm not streaming on it, just kind of like by default. And then I think I'm also taking that Tuesday off because my plan is that I'm going to try and hopefully have Metroid Prime 4 on hand by Thursday's stream, and then stream through Metroid Prime 4 Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's the idea, anyway. Oop. You play on Xbox, right? You have, say, a wish list. I might have to miss it because I know I'll play slower than you, and I'm excited for it. I do have an Xbox wish list, actually. I forget what I've got on it. Getting my app ready. Really? It's just the store. Okay, I'm just gonna... How are you gonna do this to me for the store? Come on, man. You know what? We won't worry about it right now. Okay. So I've talked about this before. I can't really recommend, like, Xbox systems or games or anything really anymore just because, like, of the BDS boycott as well as all the other shit that Microsoft's been doing. But I feel like I need to fucking talk about this. Black Ops 7 is apparently a fucking shit show right now. Because A, the single player requires you to have an online connection and doesn't have, like, a true, like, mid-level pause. And B, chock full of AI bullshit. But more than that, I saw all this news, and I'm sitting here thinking to myself, didn't Black Ops 6 just come out? Like, hold on a fucking sec. No. Hold on. You're supposed to stagger this shit, you guys. You can't just do Black Ops 6 and then immediately go into Black Ops 7. What are you doing? You're supposed to... Isn't it about... No, Black Ops 6 came out last year. Black Ops 6 was a 2024 game. We literally just got it last year. I know this shit is yearly releases, but you're supposed to stagger the fucking, like... It bothered me so much, because I feel like we just had Black Ops 6. And I was right. We did. How are we already on Black Ops 7? Fuck off. Anyways, I'm sorry. I fucking remembered that, and I remembered that it bothered me so goddamn much. Whew, boy. Alright. Battlefield 6 did also just come out. You're correct. But that wasn't specifically what I was thinking. Squeaky. I've had to endure way more pregnancy horror on like a day-to-day basis than I feel like I've ever had to just within the last month. Like, it's not just this game, it's also like, I'm not gonna pause on this screen actually. Like, it's not just this game, it's also like the first 2 episodes of It Welcome to Derry, rewatching fucking Alien Resurrection. I'm in the middle of rewatching Prometheus right now. The fucking shit with goddamn Aliens versus Predator Requiem. I don't know what, like, karmic alignment I have, like, angered recently, or what the hell, but just Jesus fucking Christ. What makes the situation all the more annoying is that the franchise breaks the bank every time and there's a release. Why use AI? You literally have money to do it the normal way. That's the... it's... Well, they can't because Microsoft keeps fucking firing all their goddamn developers.
Get out.
I don't know. I know I should be more angry about, like, literally every other fucking thing Microsoft is doing. But at the same time, I'm also sitting here thinking, you just did Black Ops 6. You have to take a year off. That was the fucking deal with these goddamn shit-ass military shooter games that you're fucking pumping out. You goddamn morons. Ugh, sorry. It is perhaps the silliest thing to be upset about with regards to this specific issue. Brainiac Hero Comic. The inside page is full of drawings. Hinako were drawn at the bad guys that protagonist defeated. Moreover, in order to make the method of death even more bizarre than the manga's presentation, they stubbornly added a lot of scattered blood and guts. Whoopsie daisy. Hey bro, I'm back. I found your things about how much you hated me when I was younger.
Tell me how you really feel, partner.
It really brings back memories. I'll never forget any of them.
He'll never forget how much he used to not like us. I should probably... Hey, bro. Hey, my bromide.
You came back, partner. I wanted. It's alright. Whatever the outcome, I'll respect my partner's choice.
No, you won't. You'll fucking drug me into goddamn hallucinatory rage, you idiot. Anyway. Oh, hey, dude.
It must be hard for you to bid farewell to childhood friends.
Yes. No. It had to be done. As soon as I could.
Hey, realistically, that shit had probably snapped its neck the instant she
So
pulled it. That
very
ain't rope, that's
sorry.
pure iron. I was about to nitpick at that, actually. Lol. CinemaSins,
What you
ding!
just saw.
You need not apologize. I should be begging your pardon for forcing this pain upon you. Onward.
And upward. Alright, Ion Agenda hasn't said anything in a while. Quick, somebody hit the jacket toggle. The jacket toggle doesn't have direct control. I actually need to hit the button myself. Back at it again, Ebisu Gaoka.
Shoo. Ringo?
Girl, they gone. Girl, they left you. Oh, God. What? Ugh. Shit didn't load in properly.
Where did those two go?
Can I still, like, wander around the school?
So much for keeping watch, huh?
She's got more dialogue. I've always immediately left the school, so... Never really knew if there was, like, actually anything additional.
Ringo? Say something!
That's interesting. Down to down, 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 down to down.
Shu? Rinko!
Welcome back, Kale. There's some small amounts of, like, additional, like, incidental dialogue if you don't immediately leave and you start exploring the school again. Did something happen? Well, we woke up back from the Dark Shrine. And I was just like, can you go back in the school? And it turns out you can explore the school a little bit more, and if you do, she calls out for Shu and Rinko to see if they're still anywhere around. And she has a line about so much for keeping watch. It does make sense. It's a neat little detail I didn't expect.
Shu? Rinko? Where are you?
Okay. So that is the whole school. Get this bag of chips out of here.
How come? Shu. The plan's to meet up. At your place, right?
Oh, right. This happens, huh? I forgot.
There's just too many.
Tree! I forget how much exploration there is before we have to start, like, running from shit again. Ah! Get out of here. Get that out of my fucking face.
Is that thing still chasing me?
At the moment, it seems like we're okay.
Well, maybe they had to get away from that thing.
Alright, good night, Lila. Chocolate!
Maybe they had no choice but to go on without me. That has to be it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hello. Antique comb.
Is this some sort of offering?
Yes, it's an antique comb. Mori Boar. Greatly increases stamina recovery speed and greatly shortens out of breath duration. Interesting. Seems like all the Omamori that we can pull now are going to be 1,000 faith. Is the amount in there getting lower? Hold on. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hold up, hold up, hold up. No, it's not getting lower. Okay. I'm just wondering if there's like a finite number of Omamori that we could pick up from the shrines. And if perhaps I'm approaching that. Oh, I could probably bust out the sword again. Hey girl, hey. Working hard or hardly working? Dried caucus. Whoa! I see. Porkly warding it is. Fuck. I've been trying to think about...
more about the mountains than I do.
I've been trying to determine when I'm going to start streaming certain games again. Because just because of like stuff I've got in the pipeline, I want to get back into the Zelda series, finish up Breath of the Wild, and then eventually I am going to want to start in on more Resident Evil games. Not just Requiem, or like not just getting ready for Requiem, but just like so that I can play those games, just because like I started playing through the whole series, and then I had to stop because of my proclivities with regards to commissioning art for streams. I'm gonna take the axe and replace this steel pipe because the axe is a finesse weapon. But since I've got something in the pipeline vis-a-vis potential Resident Evil stream art, I do want to figure out when I'm going to like get that whole situation going again. And then Legend of Zelda, I'm not 100% certain what to do with Legend of Zelda, because Legend of Zelda is going to be a pretty big commitment, all things considered, because I do still need to finish Breath of the Wild, which I think, like, I'm doing the Ballad of the Champions right now, if I recall correctly. But, like, have otherwise finished all of, like, the major stuff to, like, go towards the end game. But then, of course, like, beyond that, we're talking, you know, going into Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity, and then from there into Tears of the Kingdom, and then eventually Age of Imprisonment. I'm probably trying to get some other stuff in there. You know, I did that Faces of Evil stream forever ago. I'd love to do Wand of Gamelon as well. Not to mention, I want to do, like, the Switch version of Link's Awakening, and then, oh, what was that other one that just came out? The one where you play as Zelda. I want to do that one, too. And I think at some point I want to replay Twilight Princess. Echoes of Wisdom, that's it. At some point I want to replay Twilight Princess, because Twilight Princess is my favorite fucking game in the series.
How could you leave your partner like this, Shu?
Oh, she mad. She angry as Shu. Girl, drink some Ramune about it. I didn't even need that. She did, though. Here's a fun fact for you. I'm pretty sure I talked about this, like, when I streamed that game. Twilight Princess was the first Legend of Zelda game I ever finished. Prior to that, I had started a fair few Legend of Zelda games, but never gotten around to, like, actually completing them until Twilight Princess. Which, honestly, like, in terms of, like, particular games in that series to, like, actually manage to finish, like, I could have chosen worse. I feel like Twilight Princess, I feel, is just kind of a... Twilight Princess is a good, conventional Zelda game. You know? Like, a lot of, like stuff like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom has been, like, bucking a lot of, like, the years-long trends. Hello, Zilla. Welcome. Here's quietly. Hello. Do we have to whisper? Whisper, whisper. I'm a Skyward Sword defender. Skyward Sword, good! But, like, a lot of the games, like, post-Twilight Princess have been kind of trying, like, the newer games, have been trying to sort of, like, buck certain recurring trends within that, like, Zelda had been kind of coasting on for a little while. Between, like, ever since, like, Ocarina, I would say. Which, like, don't get me wrong, big fan of those trends. But, like, I get it. You need to mix things up once in a while. Yeah, it is nice that they experiment. Kudzu tea. Really drop the single stack divine water. In general, I feel like they do a good job of keeping certain things consistent enough that the series feels cohesive, but change enough to prevent it from getting stale. Wasn't a fan of Skyward Sword, but it didn't really tick me off, so I just shrug at it. Unlike other M, whose sins will never be forgiven. But, like, I would say, if you're looking for, like, a pretty good, like, kind of classic-style Legend of Zelda game, something that's, like, pretty standard, but, like, still kind of has, like, a bit of neat sauce to it, I would say Twilight Princess is your bitch. Especially because it was, like, the last time they did, like, a lot of those, like, conventional, Zelda mechanics. The Ukus haunt me. Yeah, fucked up that all the people of Skyloft evolved into those things, huh? Also obligatory Minna mention. Minna, also very good. One of the best characters in all of the Zelda canon, quite frankly. If we're being realistic here. Definitely one of the best ones. In this... I thought I heard something just now. In this house, we love Midna. Love me a Midna. A fantastic character, an excellent foil to the typical Zelda NPC, and also fat fucking dump truck ass. True. Shit. Fuck. In this stream, we are Midna enjoyers. Something that concerns me is that I worry about the possibility of, because here's the thing. I think, visually speaking, I understand the reason that people prefer the original version of Wind Waker over the HD remaster. I get that. Gameplay-wise, and with some of the stuff that they added for the remaster, I don't understand it at all. Personally. And it's kind of a similar thing with Twilight Princess, where it's just like, I feel like from a purely mechanical standpoint, the remasters of both of those games are the better versions of those games. But something that I kind of worry about is that... Oh, shit. I worry about that happening, for one. Something I sort of worry about is that there's I feel like been a little bit of a pushback recently against things like remasters and remakes and things like that. Simply from the standpoint of just like these games should be appreciated in the way that they were released. And I don't disagree with that. That being said, I find sometimes these remasters to be more enjoyable experiences. And not in a sense of just like, oh, you're supposed to chafe up against this mechanic. That's the point. Because just like, I don't think that's always the point. Was it the point that every time I turned off Twilight Princess and turned it back on again, that every single item that I picked up needed to give me the "you found a new item" animation every single fucking time? Probably not. If I had to guess, I would say that was 100% an unintended bug, that it's probably better off being fixed.
Did I finally make it out?
For the fucking HD remaster. I like remasters, remakes, but it'd be nice if they did games that didn't do so well the first time to give it a second chance. They don't have to go all in, but, you know, polish it up and fix some stuff, you know? True. And I think something like, because that's what they sort of did with the remaster of The Thing, which I do kind of like. The problem is that there's really only like two kinds of games that are really going to get like the proper sort of like remaster or remake treatment. And well, I mean, in terms of like remakes and like good remasters, what you kind of want Last of Us remade for no. Absolutely not. We do not need The Last of Us again. Last of Us is something that needs a port. Okay? Anything that has been made since like, okay. Ideally, a port is what we want. Ideally, a port or proper backwards compatibility is the go-to. Right? Like, backwards compatibility would be nice. Making sure that a game is available in its original state is nice. If you have to sell it to me again, I would just at least like to... Because, like, that's the whole thing with, like, games that were made for, like, the PS3, right? You can't really play those. Like, you can. I could boot up the PS5 right now, and there's a library of PS3 games I have access to, but it's all via, like, streaming, because for whatever stupid fuck-ass reason, Sony was so fucking... just, like... I don't know what the fuck they were doing with that fucking shit. But for some reason, they simply can't make PS3 games backwards compatible. And that sucks. Bloodborne. Look. Bloodborne's available to play on the PS5. You can play Bloodborne on the PS5. Will it not? Does it run at 60 frames per second? I don't believe so, no. But, like, you can play it. Like, I am 100% a proponent of, like, every game deserves a degree of preservation. Right? I don't like limited run. Just kind of in general, sort of as a company, just because like I feel like they there's all sorts of issues. But at the same time, who else is re-releasing bad games? You know? I know that's weird to say, but like, and I mean, you know, piracy, emulation, etc., etc., etc. Don't at me, okay? I get it. I get it. Who else is re-releasing Gex, the sex god? Say Gex. Who else is re-releasing fucking Bubsy? You know? I'd hope at least they're being archived somewhere. Based on what we know, the only game company that seems to actually be trying to do that is Nintendo. Um, but they're not doing it in a way that people have access to it. And yet, like, lest we forget, the fucking Silent Hill HD collection had to be made from, like, unfinished copies of the games because Konami got rid of the gold source code. Right? Remember the Virtual Console? I miss the Virtual... I also miss the Virtual Console. I miss... Like, this is why I don't... This is why digital only as, like, the future of gaming is so scary to me. Because... like, that's... To me, that is just... several instances of virtual consoles. But what if the game company decides, hey, we're gonna make a new thing, you're not gonna have access to all your shit ever again? Sorry. Remember there was a whole ass Scott Pilgrim game that ceased to exist because Microsoft forgot to port it? I think that was a licensing thing, wasn't it? I don't actually remember 100%, but... Yeg. And now it exists again, and we're getting another one because Scott Pilgrim Takes Off did well. I like Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. It is good. It is good anime. But like, this is also why I've heard that it didn't come out very good. This exact reason is why I want to get the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, because god damn it, who else out here is going to make sure that there is nominally playable versions of Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero and Mortal Kombat Special Forces? Nobody else is going to do that. Again, emulation, piracy, don't at me. I don't fucking care. I have moved past my naive, like, dislike of game piracy years and years and years ago, but like, just I have my proclivities, okay? That's the thing I don't feel people ultimately get with the physical versus digital debate. Digital, you are 100% at the mercy of the company. If they don't want you to play it, they'll just take it away until they sell it to you again. Sure, hardware breaks down, but at least it's yours to do with as you please. Till then. Yeah, for sure. Like, and this is also kind of like a similar thing where it's just like with consoles, where it's just like, yeah, the Xbox Series X, it might not have like a lot of like exclusives, but if I have an Xbox Series X and I buy a game for the Xbox Series X, I can generally be sure that it's going to run just fine on my Xbox Series X. Whereas, like, if I want to get a game on PC, I need to, like, pray to God that they are going to optimize that shit so that it can be played on my PC that I built, like, a few years ago from parts that were already, like, not the most top of the line at that time. I never noticed the faces in the tree. But of course, I'm also of the opinion that, like, I feel like graphical fidelity has peaked and we're just kind of spinning our wheels at this point, and I really don't think we needed to be any better than we currently have. So we could really just coast for a while and just kind of like keep things maintained and just kind of like make new shit. Like, stop with the fucking like stop with the fucking like hardware arms race and just like focus your efforts on creative endeavors. Like, what's so wrong with that? I'll tell you what's so wrong with that. It's fucking shareholders don't like it. Once again, the problem is shareholders. If you can believe it.
Shu. Ringo?
Oh yeah, Shu's house is over there. I think for all its bullshit, Monster Hunter Wilds was actually a step in the right direction in terms of like upgrading hardware to go to increase CPU load and more than just fidelity. Like, if there's anything like, make the shit we have right now run better. You know? I don't think we need ray tracing. I'm gonna come out and say it. I don't think we... Why do we need that? I know plenty of games that have, like, non-ray traced God rays in them, and they look phenomenal. I know games from the 360 era that... Have you ever played the original version of Alan Wake? Lighting in that game is delicious. And you know I've played it. Because I'm in the credits. Oh, I don't mean lighting, but also lighting. Yeah, but lighting tends to be, like... I feel like... In terms of, like, the focus on graphical fidelity, lighting is one of the things that I feel like comes up the most. I'm not actually going to drop or consume anything. I'm gonna go ahead and just drop stuff off here, and then I'll go pick that up. Lighting has a big visual impact, so that's what people go to. Yeah, it's... I don't know. I feel like it was cooler when... I say cooler. Like, I'm gonna get real hipster about this. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel like it was cooler when it was less about, oh, we need to make the lighting look as good as possible, and oh, we need to trick people into thinking the lighting looks good. You know what I mean? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? But like the entire open world environment changing behavior with the weather, using the increased CPU load to actually implement Oblivion's Radiant AI properly. Pwapawee. Convoim. I have got to find an Ama, I swear to God. I'm just carrying around so much goddamn faith. Just believe so much. It's true. I have so much belief in me. It's fucked up, honestly. I have so many eyes on the inside. I guess, and we're gonna, hold up. Let's tie this back to the Metroid thing. I feel like if if there was more of a less of a focus on trying to push extreme graphical fidelity, that would free up more time to figure out more clever ways to account for, like, player behavior. And thus, you wouldn't need to drop in an NPC into your game to explain every little detail. Because you could then find out clever workarounds. I say that, but also, like, I've also kind of come to realize, no, actually, now that I think about it, all of the other Prime games did that too. They just did it with text on the screen instead of, like, a guy. Like, I fucking bet you if I went and I booted up Prime Remaster, Prime 3 added guys, Prime 3 did add guys, but I bet if I went and I booted up Prime Remaster, I could, like, play through the opening hours of that game, and nearly everything that Miles McKenzie says in that footage from Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is present in that game as text on the screen. Stupid sexy rundas. Exactly. That being said, you know what would be really funny? You know what would be really fucking funny? It would be really fucking funny if not only does Miles McKenzie drop just like, hey, do you see that over there? Should we go check that out? But then, like, in addition to him saying that, they also put text on the screen explaining what to do. Like, just like, oh, maybe we should check your map to get our bearings and see where we're supposed to go, and then, like, text on the screen is just like, you can press this button to check your map. It would be very funny to me. The monkey's paw curls. Oh, that's really good. You see that? You see that description? This one's actually really good. Ooh, bitch. Oh. Oh, Jesus. Okay, you're dead already. Never mind. Ladies, don't mind me. Oh, hey, man. I'm gonna be real, I forgot about you. Shit. Ow. Dickhead. I'm gonna go watch the Rondas fight. There was, oh god, there was a remix album that came out a while back. I believe Harmony of a Hunter, that had a really good remix of the Rondas theme. Played entirely on piano. Down, 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 down. It was like, God, it really, like, fucking, like, emphasized, like, the sadness of that fight. It was so fucking good. Or as I cry, I'm still mad, expecting low MP3 song got into Smash Ultimate. Oh! I forgot how soon this happened. Where am I going? I gotta get up there. Oop. Oh, shit. Fuck me. god. Oh fuck. Oh jeez. Oh, that's a right capsule. I don't want that. Oop. Fuck. Ah. Excuse me. No, no, not that way, not that way. Girl, get going.
Is it gone? I need a break.
Not that much of a break. Higashi. Harare. First aid kit. Oh, fuck! Girl, we gotta go! Tori... Go! Thank you, Tori Hellgate.
Is it finally over?
A little bit. You can go back and take a look around. Ugh. It's trying. It's desperate for me to pick one of those up. But it ain't gonna happen.
That stuff from before. Where did it go?
Melted. Gotta get me one of those. What, a Torii Gate? I like that in the fog world the shrines have the lights on them so you can see them like through the fog. It's a nice touch. Hello, Kari. Welcome. Been a while. And yeah, I've been playing... This is my 11th stream of Silent Hill F. I am on New Game Plus Plus. And I am actually going to need to wrap things up shortly. Not shortly, but like soon. It's so fucking good. But like, I am gonna run for a little bit longer. I want to go ahead and finish this section at the very least. So I think, what is it? We've got one more Dark Shrine, and then we start heading back to Hinako's house, if I recall correctly. Much of it played by Gab Smolders, so I know the lore. Nice.
Is this Sakuko's old shrine? I heard it used to do very well, but that people stopped visiting it after the fire.
I have done so much speculation, and I still am not 100% sure if anything I have guessed at is correct. And I love that. Also, please pronounce Hinako again. Hinako? Shimizu Hinako. If I'm inconsistent with my pronunciation, my bad. Or Schrodinger's correct. True.
This is the divine tree. It's in bad shape now.
Hey guys.
But I bet it used to be pretty impressive at one point.
9.2 out of 10? I'll take it. By the way, Gage, how are you liking the more riskier agents said add to ZZZ with Monato and Idhari? I'm a big Idhari fan. Big fan of every time that, like, I've done a trust mission with her, there's some mention about how, like, her tentacles are, like, gently wrapping around Belle's leg, and it's just like, girl? What are you doing? And I enjoy how both her and Monato have massive tits. Good for both of them, honestly. Kari, I got a question for you. Having experienced as much of this game as you have, please, what are your thoughts on Rinko? Because we've especially on this third run through, my opinions on Rinko have been getting a bit muddied, but like I feel like I'm still firmly on the side of fucking Rinko. Rinko is a crusty ass Jelly-O. Good. And the gameplay, but you aren't friggin' wrong. They're pretty addicted to play, not gonna lie. Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. I'll never get the third run through where they added the diary pages that weren't there. Yeah, no, I actually, the whole thing with, like, the way that, like, you need to, like, sacrifice their health for power, is pretty cool, honestly. I like that a lot. Yeah, you missed our third run through of adding salt to the Rinko soup. Soup was in this body. You should go back and watch it. I'm so glad. Like, I think I made the point on Blue Sky that it's just like Rinko is as much of a product of her environment as literally anybody else in this game, and is like just as subject to the culture that she grew up in as like Hinako, Sakuko, Shu, etc., etc. But also fucking Rinko, man. Jesus Christ, can you fucking chill for 2 seconds? She even... What the hell was that noise? She even acknowledges that just like, hey, I maybe need to chill a little bit. The new diary pages help. Okay, so next one, Kari. Tell me your thoughts on, oh, Rinko sounds like she would either peak in high school or she goes into nursing and continue feeling superior. Damn, fucking red for filth. Thoughts on Shu?
So it leads here.
I will say we've gotten the ending where he just full-throatedly admits to, like, drugging us with hallucinogens for years. Bro has a half-cooked udon noodle for a spine. God, you're so right.
Shu, partner, it's me.
Respect women, not what? Ringo's not a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. She's a 16-year-old Japanese girl. Ha ta 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 ta. Alright, let's stop by the White Claudia pond and say hi to the White Claudia, everybody. Everybody say hi, White Claudia. Hi, hallucinogenic flower that was brought over here from Silent Hill. Makes me suspicious. Would you say he makes you shoe-spicious? Which is different from White Claudia. Yeah, she was only in the third game. Was that Claudia? That was Claudia, right? Yeah, that was Claudia. Dahlia was the first game. White Claudia doesn't season. No, again, that's the chick from the third game. This is the flower. Claudia in the third game don't even have eyebrows. You know she don't put anything on her food to make it, like, taste good. Fucking Silent Hill cult probably don't fucking believe in spices. Get these fucking capsules out of my face. Gage, you still have Shu on your stream layout. No, I don't. Unfortunately. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I can put it up after the cutscene. Okay, yeah, I got it.
Thanks for everything. I'll do this without you. I'll be fine. On my own.
Okay, so real quick before we continue. Shu. Well, no, this was Kale. Kale did this one. And Audrey did this. But we didn't get a chance to use it this stream because since we're on New Game Plus, I don't get the Naginata. I don't have the Naginata for quite as long, unfortunately. Okay. We've gone over Rinko, we've gone over Shu. Okay. Thoughts on Sakuko?
I guess I'll wait for the two of them inside the house.
Well, hold on. In Arasama statues act as memorials for older broken tools. It's okay to take these tools for your own as long as you have a use for them. This is called Kishu, and it's an action that's considered virtuous. Teaching of Inarasama to make the most out of tools in any way. Sakuko is me in my late teens, early 20s, just socially awkward weirdo, says a socially awkward mid-30s weirdo. Seeing what the game has done with Sakuko on repeat playthroughs has been interesting. Especially with regards to like her relationship with Hinako. And just kind of like, especially because you weren't here earlier when we were discussing this, but one thing that we're still kind of like flip-flopping on with regards to speculation is whether or not the angry scrawled like diaries that we find in the Dark Shrine when going through the Rinko and Sakuko sections to drop Rinko into the soup and condemn Sakuko to 1,000 years of darkness, whether those are actually genuinely their feelings, or if because one of our current like running theories, because again, I haven't finished this game just yet, so don't spoil anything for me, but one of the current running theories is that Kotoyuki, Foxboy, Foxmask, is potentially emotionally abusive and is manipulating Hinako into cutting off like her social circle. So the current question is whether the angry scrawlings are legitimate feelings that like Sakuko, Rinko kept like pushed down and suppressed, or if it is Kotoyuki poisoning Hinako's memories of her childhood friends. But regardless, it has been interesting to see the sort of like 180 that like Sakuko has done emotionally with regards to just kind of like what we've found, especially during her section of that whole sequence, where like first it just seems like, you know, she's just kind of like, she feels betrayed because like they made this like childhood, again, new diary pages. Well, yeah, but like we found some of that on New Game Plus as well. Like there's more than just what we've found on this particular playthrough. But like it's what am I trying to say? It starts with Sakuko just being like feeling betrayed because like they made this promise that they'd always be together, and this kind of like her sort of like processing like her grief with Hinako not being part of her life anymore, and then morphing into like it being sort of a symptom of like self-hatred, and that turning that hatred towards Hinako to the part where potentially she's abusing small animals. But again, we don't know that for sure just because of like current like running theories with regards to kind of like what all is actually happening within the context of the game. Where the fuck am I going? I have to go inside the house. Let your hate flow through you. Oh god, not like that. Leave the rabbit alone. Hello?
Shu? Rinko?
Guys, I wandered around the school for like 5 minutes wondering where you went. Please don't make me go wandering around this house for 5 minutes. They didn't model the inside of it, just this hallway.
Shu!
Fuck! Hinako's gonna take a little nap. I feel like the diary pages could be like a reflection of how feelings and thoughts about folks are processed. It's normal to have mixed feelings and conflicting feelings about people in your life when things happen. True. Truth and real. Here we are back with Wife Arm Hinako.
I know. But I'm not afraid.
That fucking thing.
Okay.
Talking to the air again. Also, the way Sakuko processed a lot of her thoughts and feelings are like very autism coded, which are like, yes, because she's been diagnosed autistic. Yeah, that's not subtext, that's just text.
But I feel that you are with me.
And I do like that that's text, honestly. It's not just like subtextual. I think if I recall correctly, there's like the implication that like her family didn't like
I will do what I must to be
properly process that.
person for you.
I love Hinako's giant gooner arm. Yo, if that's gonna be her giant gooner arm, she's gonna need to trim those nails a little bit, I think. Alright, we're gonna keep an eye out for the next shrine, because we are gonna go ahead and call it a night. She doesn't trim the nails because she's not a coward. It's not about being a coward, it's about, you know, injury. She's not, again, it's not about being afraid. Oh, golly. What's the fun of fisting without a little risk of perforation? I don't think the risk is the where the thrill of that comes from. I'm pretty sure the thrill comes from getting fisted. Anyway. Okay, here's a shrine. We're gonna call it there. Jesus Christ. It's like when you're cleaning the food disposal and see the... Not the metaphor I would have chosen. Personally. Okay, that's gonna be it for tonight. Let me see, while I'm gonna go ahead and get the fucking Twitch app opened here so I can take a look at who we're gonna raid. I want to thank everybody for coming by the stream. I hope you all had a good time. I know I did. If you enjoyed the stream, you can subscribe. You can do that. You can subscribe here on Twitch. We have special emotes for subscribers. Jesus. All right. We have special emotes for subscribers. Oh, God. You can also follow on Blue Sky and Tumblr at AcidXShark, where I post all the streams as they happen. Or you could follow me on YouTube at AcidXShark, where I post all the streams after they happen. Art for the stream was done by Audrey and B of Team Capel, who you can find on... Where can you find them? Blue Sky, Twitch, Tumblr, YouTube, VGen, at Team Catpole. That's TEAMCATPLE. They do fantastic work. Highly recommend checking their stuff out. Highly recommend commissioning them when they actually take commissions again. They're gearing up for it. I can tell. They're doing art. Don't email them. Don't do that. Cut it out. VTuber was done by Teva, who you can find on Blue Sky at Teva Meow. That's TEVAMEOW, with rigging by V747. Upcoming streams. Tomorrow at some point, I will be playing some Final Fantasy XIV. We're gonna be finishing up Eden. So I hope you'll stop by for that. Next week, we've got Chronos, The New Dawn on Tuesday. We're starting Deltarune on Thursday. And we will, of course, be continuing Silent Hill F on Friday. I don't think we've got... I'm trying to remember. Probably need to take the following Thursday off for Thanksgiving, but... We've got 2 more Silent Hill F streams before, like, I put everything on pause to stream Metroid Prime 4 when that comes out in December after my birthday. We're going to be rating Machine 17, who is playing some how the fuck is that supposed to be pronounced again? Decidia Duo. They're playing Decidia. Finals Fantasy. Grumble, grumble, mumble, mumble, Digimon times. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I'll see you next time on the Shark Stream. Same Shark time, same Shark channel. Take care, everybody.